this set up.
Whoop whoop! Welcome back to Dreadlockjuggalo, and we have yet again another getting to know the artist. These things don't stop getting fun. Each artist gives us a whole new array of answers. Even if it's similar answers, it's still worded different. They have their own reasons behind it. And I really enjoy getting to know these artists. And I hope you're enjoying this experience with me. I'm Wiggles, for those of you that don't know me. And today we have Sicma with us. And we are going to get to know him.
What up?
So we're pretty much just gonna, well, it looks like we got somebody peeking. I'll give shout outs too periodically as people come into the stream, so bear with me on that or whatever. We're just gonna jump right in though, folks. For those of you watching on the replay, please hit the like button. It means so much to me. It's a small gesture from you guys, but a big favor to me in the YouTube algorithm. It shoots out these live streams. It gets more views on them for the artists, and it just helps all around support and grow the channel and community. So if you're watching live or if you're watching on the replay, please take a moment to hit the like button if you could. All right, man. We're going to just jump right in with question number 1. What is your name? Where was you born and raised? And where do you currently live?
My name is Sicma. I was born in Charleston, West Virginia. I was raised around Bluefield, Princeton, West Virginia area. And I currently live about an hour or so away from that area. Over near the creek.
So you didn't move too far, huh?
Yeah, I didn't move too far. I mean, I've lived in other areas, but like I'm from West Virginia. So.
Right. No, that's cool. Okay, so question number 2. Are you a juggalo? How long have you been down? And do you consider yourself a juggalo rapper? Because some artists don't like to be put in that box.
Yeah, I'm a juggalo, of course. I mean, I was trying to show off some of the tattoos here, but
oh yeah, no, I see it for sure.
The lighting's not so great, but
yeah. Normally I have a ring light plugged in, but I figured it was bright enough. You're what we're trying to learn about.
The Hatchet Man, of course, and the Lazy and Crazy shit. And
which one was your first tattoo?
Used to be in a group called Act the Ass. That's actually where I started rapping. With a homie named Locust. And after that, went solo in 2021. So I hadn't dropped anything in 5 years.
Mid-South, I'm about to say, I see your chat, bro. I put it up there on the screen. At any rate, man, back to the question. So obviously you're a juggalo, but how long have you been down with the clowns, and do you consider yourself a juggalo rapper?
Since 2002. I mean, I've seen a few other people say that Great Malenko was their first. That was my first as well. I was probably like, I don't know, like 11, close, about to be 11, something like that. 10 or 11. And after I heard that opening intro, man, it was a fucking rap, you know. And the outro, Pass Me By, is timeless.
XO Reckless, whoop whoop.
Let's
Mid
see.
South, whoop whoop. Yeah, it was great Malenko for me too, man. But I was like 12, 13, I think, at that point, like 2002 or something like that. And that's when my
Right.
cousin Lindsay came and he had a great Malenko jersey on and his hair spider braided. And he came to live with us for a while. And that was my introduction to the Clowns.
Although that was my first, and I do love that album. Hell's Pit's my favorite.
Gotcha. All right. So then do you consider yourself a Juggalo rapper or no?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people, a lot of people don't like to own that shit, but I mean, I consider myself one. If you
Okay.
listen to any of my shit, it's produced by people that are juggalos. It's mostly, I mean, it's oriented around the family. Although, I mean, I have a style that's not like, I mean, I don't think people would hear a couple songs and be like, "Oh, he's a juggalo." I don't think that, but it's definitely there. You know what I mean? Like
No, yeah, yeah,
there's
that's cool.
differences in throughout all three albums. So
All right. What inspired you to start making music?
sorry,
You're cool.
it's that Southwest Strangler.
Nah.
No, I wish it's not that strain, but it's still some good. But I guess the homie Locust, man, we was like really tight, and he was the first person that I ever heard lay some shit down in the studio, and his uncle had this like old radio boom arm fucking mic, and that was the first shit we ever recorded on. And because he was like a radio podcaster before it was podcasting, you
Right,
know.
right.
So like we go up in his attic room and at first, you know, we were just recording shit over other people's songs. So I mean, it was just a weird time.
No, I mean, days were different then, man. I get it.
Sorry, guys.
Nope, you're okay. Don't apologize.
The baby woke up.
You're right. You can get you a new spot or whatever. I'm just gonna see what's in the chat, see who's all here. Mid South Monster, thanks for stopping in, man. I appreciate the comments. Exo Reckless, Insane Liking. I appreciate it.
What's
If y'all
up,
could hit,
man?
if if you could hit the like button, I'd really appreciate that too. Small gesture from you, but a big favor to me and the YouTube algorithm. Shizzle, what is up, dude? Whoop whoop. Um. Okay, so
My bad. I forgot where we did. I even answer the last question?
you kind of answered it. You said it was your homie that inspired you to make music, right?
Yeah, yeah. And I was talking about the whole fucking attic situation and the
Yeah,
whole
yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so the next question is, who do you look up to in the music industry, current or in the past? So, who do and did you look up to in the music industry?
Shit, I look up to my team right now. You know, everybody. Shout out, got Greytown Records and got Bud Records. Man, them guys, they hold it down. and they you know, make me want to continue doing what I'm doing. And I also,
Right.
you know, I look up to the big homies a whole lot. Acetone, shout out him, shout out Darby, shout out Ouija. All those
Yeah.
they've all shown me nothing but love, man. And as you know, my last album was produced by the homie Devereaux.
Hell
Um,
yeah.
fucking my second album, Moonlit Lunatic, was produced by Shaggy the Airhead and fans from the Hooligans.
Hell yeah. That's where it's at, man. Okay, fair enough. What's next? Any current projects in the works or what's next? Do you have any songs you're making? Are you gonna do any tours or one-off shows or anything like that?
Um, music that we're making, or well, that I'm making, coming very soon. I say weird because I have a collaborative thing with the homie Will Gates. That's dropping very soon. It was supposed to drop on the 31st, but I had some shit going on with the this one song and some artwork being drawn up and shit. So they had to be postponed. It will be this month.
Okay. Probably a good thing. There's a lot of freaking music that came out on Halloween, around Halloween. Like a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
music. So maybe waiting off a little bit, you might get the attention you deserve or traction or whatever. So it might kind of work out for you that way or whatever.
Yeah, I would hope so. I do have a single that I'm releasing um, before that
Okay.
collaborative EP.
There you go. What's that? Or is it not to be mentioned? It's just gonna drop and
Yeah, it's called Sicalo. It's gonna drop. Uh, what is today? The 4th. It's gonna be on the 18th of this month.
Sicma making music for the Sickalos.
I see
Yes.
he coined it before I did.
Yeah. That's cool though. All right. So you got some projects in the works. No you ain't trying to get on any like tours, openers or shows anytime soon or anything or
Oh yeah, I was gonna say as far as like regarding shows, I did have a couple of things was coming up. Like I was doing the 420 show back in fucking April, but that fell through. Um, currently, I was gonna try to make it to Juggalo, Ohio. Maybe not as a artist on stage. That'd be
right, but
great. You know?
yeah, yeah. You mean just show up though, be there? I
Yeah.
would like to try too, but I don't know. It sounds like they're already selling out, and if that's the case, I'm in no position to
I
buy a
know.
ticket right
I
now.
seen that shit. I was like, that's wild because it just fucking dropped. So
Listen, man, like, and I hate to say it, I'm not gonna like. I love the hell out of Ouija, and I don't like. I don't know how to word it without it almost sounding bad, but like Ouija could almost hold his own Legend Valley. You know what I'm saying? He could have a venue, you know what I'm saying?
I
And
think he needs to, man.
Jugs would show up, you know.
They
So
just they
yeah,
just need to
Juggalo
go.
Ohio King of Clubs is just a small venue. They've been good to us Juggalos and whatnot, and that's why he keeps going back. But he needs a bigger venue.
For sure. They need to go on and just let Ouija do the take control of the gathering and then maybe have it twice a year or some shit. That'd be dope.
Well, I won't say Ouija deserves the crown of the gathering. The clowns deserve the crown of the gathering, but Ouija definitely can fill obviously a bigger club than the King of Clubs in Ohio.
That's all I'm saying.
So
I mean, I didn't, not trying to say to go ahead and pass him the torch fully, but I think he can just draw, like you said, a bigger crowd, a better venue that
right,
could be
right.
more or less ordained by the clowns, and just let them fucking have
Right. Yeah, yeah. I can talk about Ouija all day, but we're here to learn about you, man. So, what is your favorite song
fun.
that you have made?
I got off topic. I'm a little high,
No, you're
but
cool.
no. My favorite song, I would
Yep.
have to
Shay,
say,
whoop whoop. What's good, homie?
"What up, Shay?" No, I would have to say, "Jump" off my Something in Control EP. Either Jump or Negative Creek. That's got Darby and Will Gates on it.
Okay, yeah.
That's a long ass
Uh,
song too. It's like 6 minutes, but
and
it's
that, that
worth.
that's real music though, man. All these artists making 1 minute, minute and a half freaking songs, calling them bangers, and at a minute, I just got into it. Like I'm
I
just
don't like
starting to
making,
feel it.
I don't like making songs that are less than like 2 minutes and 20 seconds or something.
Right. That's at least a song. Um, but yeah. Okay. So, next question. Realistically, where do you want to see yourself, or where do you see yourself in the music industry in 5 years? What's your 5 year plan?
5 years for me, I don't know, man, because I do it to like I don't know. It's like a huge stress reliever for me. So like I wouldn't say I'm really chasing any like gigantic goals, but I mean, aren't we all?
Well,
you know,
yeah, yeah. I mean, would you
just
want to
go
be
with the
signed
same.
in 5 years?
Oh yeah, definitely. But that's what I'm saying is like, see, I'm already with a collective of people, and I just think if we can all get on the same right path, that you know,
I
Greytown
got
could be
you.
something that as a collective that we could all make comfortable living means off of this shit.
Right, right. So you pretty much got your own team and you're just trying to, build them up and ride with them. I get it. That's dope. That's honorable.
I just say, hey, that's what it's all about, man.
All right. If not music, then what? What would you be doing if you wasn't doing music? Would you just be working a 9 to 5, or would you still be doing something probably like in the music industry, or do you have other like passions that you may have pursued or anything like that?
Yeah, I'd still be doing something with like some writing, like, because I'm a very good writer. That's where like the writing for me started with poems and shit. Like I
Yes,
had
sir.
a couple published, as a younger kid. Uh,
Okay.
as far as that goes, but yeah, I mean, I can weld a little bit. I probably would pursue that. Like if I could not.
Right, like say, I mean, I don't want to jinx no, negative shit, but just for whatever reason you couldn't sing no more, or, singing wasn't the option, or
It's
you know
not
what I'm
coming.
saying?
vocal cords out now. I'm fucked.
You know, damn it.
Nah,
uh,
but yeah, nah, that you know, I'd
what
stick with
the?
some writing. I'd probably try to write a real fucked up book.
I don't know what this. I'm not even gonna put that up on my screen. Um, that's one hell of a name. Somebody's trying to troll. Depending on how vulgar you get, I'll just block you or remove you completely. Um, but we'll roll with it because it's kind of funny.
What was the?
Uh, they
Because I
just said,
can't.
"Ha." They said, "Ha ha, cunts. I have to steady Eddie's numbers. Karma's a bitch." Like I have no, I have no idea. You just get some random ass trolls on YouTube sometimes.
What's a fucking steady Eddie?
um. All right. What did you want to be as a kid then? Was it a singer as well, or maybe a firefighter or a paleontologist?
For real, like wanted to be a backyard wrestler when I seen that shit.
Okay.
But no, I never could. Like, yeah, we used to host like our own little things and shit, but I don't think I could.
Do it
Man,
professionally.
taking the fucking brick wrapped in barbed wire to the face. I don't know about all that.
Yeah. Right on. Um, okay, so then have you this is kind of like two-part question. Uh have you played The Gathering and or been to it? And then if so, how many times on each account? So if you performed at The Gathering, how many times? And then how many times have you attended The Gathering?
No, unfortunately, I haven't performed at the gathering. No, nor have I been. I was supposed to go last year and shit got fucked up. But I will be attending Gathering of Legends.
Yeah, there you go. I was hoping to, but the way my life's going, it might not happen this year for me. And I know it's the year to go, but you can't always win them all. So we'll see. If I'm there, I'd definitely like to meet you in person. Um,
For sure.
okay, if you could collaborate with any artist, mainstream or underground, who would it be and why?
I'd probably go with Ouija, bro. That's I mean, if I want 5K is attainable.
Okay, and then like for a mainstream artist, like a radio artist, he
Shit.
said, I don't know.
Drake, obviously.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, Mid South said
Because
definitely Ouija.
every time I turn the radio on, motherfuckers on there. So why not? If it was gonna be
Yeah.
some radio shit,
Okay. Um, have you met anyone famous to you? Like I like to answer this question with I met Polly Shore. I recently met the clowns and I've met Ouija Mac and like Scum and Darby, a few more artists and whatnot, but I try to pick somebody that's not an artist as well, and that would be Polly Shore.
Pauly Shore. I've met Jerry Seinfeld.
No shit.
Yeah, in Vegas in 2013.
Hell yeah. How was that like encounter? Was he cool? Did he at least acknowledge you, say hi, or was it just in passing?
It was like a backstage thing. Like my grandma had like a a work, uh, like a railroad convention thing. So like that was one of the Jerry Seinfeld was one of the hosts at the like open bar thing at the Paris, and
Right.
but yeah, he was cool as shit. He like signed a fucking like hat, you know, I had like a one of those Wale hats where he had, you know, it looked like the Seinfeld shit.
Yeah, yeah.
But
No, that's cool.
and he signed that because that's all I had. Like I was wearing it, so.
Like here. No, that's
But yeah,
dope.
other than that, I have met Violent J and Shaggy couldn't be there at the time at that show or whatever because he had like kidney stones or some shit.
Right. Do you know who Turtle Man is from like the Discovery Channel?
Turtle man, I don't think so.
He catches big snapping turtles and shit. He's all like, ay, 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 ay. I don't know. I also met him too. It's pretty cool. I love Wiggles' questions. They aren't baiting or super typical for this kind of podcast. I feel like I'd have fun being interviewed by him. Mid South Monster, are we in communication, dude? Like, I mean, I'm limited to hours and stuff for interviews, but I mean, I try to get everybody lined up ahead, and whoever can get in, and whoever needs push along, and I just try to work with everybody. I try to stay myself, man. Um, Eh, what's your favorite color?
Purple,
What's your favorite color?
purple,
Purple. Okay. Mine's red.
yeah,
What's your
man.
favorite what's your favorite domesticated and wild type animal?
Dogs, like my favorite domesticated animals, pit bull, for sure. I got my pit bull Ragnar.
Cool.
As undomesticated, probably have to be a jaguar.
Oh. Okay. I mine is also dogs and pit bull, and I would pick a white tiger, man. So I like the jaguar too, though.
That the jaguar's just majestic, man, with that because they got that different coat. It's like black and shit.
Yeah, it almost has like a shine to it too, like a sleek. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
motherfucker
pretty
looks
dope.
mean as shit.
Um, okay. Being in the underground scene, how do you try to separate yourself from other artists?
I let's see, like how do I separate myself?
Yeah, like how you try to make yourself different or stand
Right.
out.
Uh, I don't know, man. I just kind of like try to keep my artwork as like popping and original as I can. You know, I like to make sure that it all comes from me, even if I'm not the one drawing the shit, obviously, but
I
the
mean, I'm
ideas
sure, right, the idea is yours.
and yeah, all that shit. And as far as like, I don't know, man, I try to like keep my vocal patterns different than most than what you would hear from like your regular, like the next underground guy. You know what I mean?
Right, right. Stay in your own lane, do your own thing.
Got to, got to stay, got to stay up on what everybody else is doing, and that shit. You know, it can be tiresome and seem ridiculous at times, but
Right.
think I think that as artists, we all do that though. You know, because like if you see, like I've seen things that some of my close homies have done. You know, like the 2-6. I'm gonna bring up like a recent debacle kind of that was like with the vests, with the all over print monogram uh vests with the C-17 on it, and then they had, the hooligans had their 2-6 vests, and they've been doing it for years in the underground. So, and for them to say, at least not even acknowledge that he knew of the vests, could have been acknowledged, because like, homie's
Yeah.
got that reach in the underground.
Right.
It
No,
just
I
seems
get it.
well, like asinine to me to think that he hadn't seen it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. You'd be surprised. Sicma as an artist is hella unique. He has a sound that taps into the wicked and can vibe with the mainstream. He'd fit perfectly on Chapter 17, but we're blessed to have him on Greytown. Hell yeah. Um,
Hey, that's a
what?
compliment from hell, man.
Yeah, it is. Uh, what music did your parents listen to, and do you think it has any effect on how you do or make music or anything?
Yeah, for sure. Like, my grandparents was always like shit like Otis Redding and Al Green. Fucking like Al Green is one of my all time favorites. And um, so my mom and dad and them was into like the metal and shit, like the '80s hair band
Right. Hair
shit,
rock bands, yeah.
shit like like Rat and fucking like Jackal and shit. Yeah, like
That
uh
grown folks music.
Wasp, Wasp, and fucking you know,
Right, right. No,
and then also had influences from like all my cousins and shit from like Slipknot to like Eminem, and then like fucking just everything, man. And I'm still like that. I still draw inspiration from like everything.
that's dope because they say you never stop learning, or if you do, you'll dull yourself if you stop letting yourself learn and educate. If you're just so like bigoted that you're like that's not the word bigoted, but like I don't know, bigamy or boisterous, like you're just so selfish and cocky that you think you can't learn nothing else. You're the best there is. You know it all. Then you
Like
limit yourself.
or like stuck in like one listening to one genre or something
Right.
all the
Right.
time.
You
Like you
limit.
just can't, I feel like you can't do that because then you get stuck in a box that you
Right.
don't want. Just like we was talking about the shit with saying I'm a
The,
juggalo rapper.
right.
Okay, I'll probably get hate and some people might quit listening to me because I said that. But who gives a fuck,
Right.
If it's
You got
not for you, it's not fucking for you. If you can't feel my emotion and my pain and hear the story I'm trying to tell, then I guess you don't need to hear it, you know?
yeah.
Fuck it.
Pardon me. Ugh. Yeah, no doubt.
I'm my damn lost my bowl, man. Where's it at?
uh do you have any siblings and do they support your music at all?
No, I don't have any siblings. I'm an only child.
I think
Unfortunately,
you're my
I do.
first only child.
But I have a lot of cousins and shit, and I grew up with like friends and shit raised me
Right.
more so than you know.
So then do any of your cousins listen to your music that you know of?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Uh,
Okay.
I have another cousin. His name is also Greg, and he was like one of my biggest, like supporters before I ever had like any fans at all.
Right, right.
And there's another cousin. He goes by the name of Peoples, like Peeples or whatever, and he raps too. I think I'm not sure, or he used to. I don't know, but he never went nowhere. Like as
Never
far
really
as
took it serious or anything, huh?
yeah, like he only dropped a few things here and there. Nothing on no major platforms type shit.
Right, right. Okay, if you met the younger version of yourself, say at the age of 12, what would you say to yourself, if anything at all, and why?
Tell that motherfucker never get married. Um, I've had 2 failed marriages.
Yeah, I've had one, anywhom,
But
so I know.
yeah, no,
Uh,
that's a joke though. That's a bad joke. I'd probably
right,
just
right.
myself, hey man, stick with the shit you're doing. Don't stop.
Okay, yeah. Keep pushing on. Do you think that your skill came natural, or did you have to learn and practice? Some people say they're born with, like a natural talent, they just do it, and other people see that thing and they're like, I want to do that, so then they practice and they're equally as good.
Right? Yeah, I mean, I've practiced, but no, it was more. Yeah, it was more so like just something that came more natural. Like the more times that I got in the studio, the easier
Okay,
it was to like flow. And it just
so it
seems,
definitely was more natural.
it just seems like that's the way it had. Like looking back on it, yeah, because like
Okay.
I don't really practice a whole lot, and that's another reason why I don't like doing a whole lot of shows too. Because people say, "Oh, it's easy to remember. How do you not remember your own fucking lyrics and shit like that?" I'm just like, well, because I don't know. To be
Some
honest,
people, Ouija
it's
even I think said that recently. Some people just like come up with songs on the spot on a beat, and then they have
yeah,
to go back and even relearn their own lyrics. And then a lot of people obviously write their songs and then go over it, and then sing and perform them or
right.
whatever.
I think
So,
I'm more
no, I get
so
it.
that writes on this because I can write a song. Like most of my songs that I do write are like fast. Like I'll write them in like 20 minutes or something. Because like if I get on a roll and write it and I don't go ahead and fucking finish it out, then I usually don't like what I come back to for some reason.
Yeah. Like,
So
oh no,
like
scratch that, restart.
if I had that shit in my head, I feel like I need to get that emotion out right now. Like it's like I don't know, it's just fucking weird. And then once it's done, I think that's why I can't remember it because I think it's like to me, although it's my stress reliever, I also think it's some kind of fucked up weird trauma response somehow. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
because it's like every time some shit bad goes, it's like shit go wrong, make a song, that shit and that's real, dude. That's for real.
Right, right. Mid South said a question. Do you think they're gonna be ready for that Boys to Sin or that DTAS?
Yeah,
What's the abbreviation on DTAS?
I'm gonna be honest, I forgot.
Dirty tits ass. No, down to anal sex. Uh, don't touch
Something like
our
that.
shit. I'm just
Yeah,
coming. Don't don't trust a soul.
don't trust the soul, motherfucker.
Nah, I'm bullshitting. Come on, some random shit, but nah. Yeah, that's cool. I'm guessing those are new songs.
Nah, there. I think some groups that we're gonna try out, like the Boys to Sin, is me and Mid South, and it's like not necessarily going to be a parody of Boys to Men, but like some it's going to be like some wicked slow trap type shit.
Yeah, yeah, I dig it. That's dope. DTAS is a very new concept. I like it. I like different. Um, okay, so who or what inspired slash came up with your name and logo? So do you have a logo that is identifiably yours? If it's on a hat, if it's on a shirt, if it's on a car, no matter where it is, it definitely represents Sigma.
Yeah, I got the one of my newest logos. It's like a symbiote looking thing where the letters are kind of looks like that shit you see on Venom or whatever. Because something in control is what my SIC stands for. The Sicma is short for sick motherfucker, which was a name that my dad had. Him and his brother, and they spelled it Sikma. So I got like when I was growing up, they called me Lil Sick.
Right.
So I twisted it around when I started rapping and changed it to SIC. And so that just kind of stuck. Like it was just a nickname I had already as a kid. And I just ran with it and
Hell
made it
yeah.
made it mean something more, because like something in control can mean anything. Like, it could be your fears, your anxieties, your demons, your anything. So
Yeah, yeah, no doubt.
that's why all the songs are so versatile and different. And I don't really necessarily appeal to only juggalos because I'm not just doing horrorcore, man. It's like it's so much more than that.
Right, right. No, that's, I mean, I think as an artist, you can't limit yourself. Don't get it twisted. It's okay to, pretty much represent one thing if that's what you're passionate about or whatever. But if you really like limit yourself, I mean, it's within the words itself, you're cutting your own throat. There's other alleys and venues that maybe you might be good at that you don't even know yet, or, you could bring people together because isn't music supposed to ultimately bring people together, and help us through our freaking pain, miseries, and even happy times. So, oh yeah,
Facts.
that's
Supposed to, supposed to, man.
hmm. All right, do you got a favorite movie?
Yeah. Queen of the Damned, of course. I mean, a lot of
Ooh.
people. I feel like that's a cliche, but it's not. I mean, dude, it's a great fucking movie.
No, yeah, mine is Blow with Johnny Depp.
That's a great fucking movie. It's up there,
Yeah.
you on that.
Yeah. Um, okay, so when you're not making music, what music are you listening to?
I listen to a lot of range, a lot of shit, man. Fucking, of course, like you gotta have like your daily bump, which would be like, I gotta have some Ouija, gotta have certain like go through.
Yeah, yeah. What would you call though, like your Zen music? Give me something that's not even horrorcore. Oh. Listen, buddy, if you can hear me at all, it's showing your camera doing some weird funky chicken. If you have to back out, re-click the link I sent you, and you can just come right back in. Everybody in the chat, just bear with us. Tell me what your favorite movie is. And what kind of who's your non-horrorcore artist? This man said Selena. She was a bad girl. Mid South, do you communicate with him? Chet said, good fellas. Welcome, Chet. I don't know how long you've been here. I haven't seen you pop in, but that got you to talk. So I appreciate your answer. Um, Mid South, I'm assuming you got him on Facebook or even on text. If I back out, then it's going to get a little funky. Usually I just wait for people to rejoin, but maybe if you could send him a message saying, hey, just re-click the link that you used before and jump back to the hoops. Otherwise, folks, I mean, we were just getting ready to approach the game question, so we got most of the interview done overall. I'm messaging him now. I'd like to take a moment to just thank you guys, those of you that have been hanging out with us, and looks like he's coming back on right here.
My bad, bro.
Nah,
I
you're
don't
cool.
know.
I get it.
I don't know what happened.
It's cool. Bad signal and whatnot or whatever.
Shit
Uh,
crashed. I was like,
yeah,
what the
right
fuck?
before it fell off, I was just asking, what's maybe a like a non-horrorcore, non-jug like band or artist that you listen to?
Let's see. Uh, I really love Deftones, man, and fucking who's like Sleep Theory and shit, Knocked Loose, fucking
Oh,
uh, Comeback Kid. Uh,
okay.
let's see, Sky Swamp Orange, The Hooligans. Fucking, there's a lot of like non-horrorcore,
Artist
really
is
dope
also
shit
Selena.
out there.
Both answers. Yeah, no, that's cool. I just like to try to figure out what your Zen music is or the artist is like Zen music. Like when I'm not listening to horrorcore, Ouija, ICP, all the underground shit. I like to like listen to reggae, Bob, and the Israelites, and I like different like music from different country, like that Viking music and
Hey,
native. You know
some
what
of
I'm
that shit's
saying?
good, man.
Yeah.
Like
Uh,
even throw a little bit of some pirate shanties in there. Fuck.
yeah. All right. So we've made it to the game of questions, either or. I'm going to ask you one or the other, and you got to pick one of the answers. You can't add your own answer, whatever. You just got to choose one or the other. Or you can say neither, I guess, in some cases.
All
All
right, let's get
right.
it.
So we're starting with Twix or Reese's.
Reese's.
All right. Summer or winter?
Winter.
Day or night?
Night.
Truck or car?
Car.
You're taking your sweetheart out on a date. Are you going for a movie night or roller skating?
Movie.
Um, Pizza or pasta?
Oh shit. I have to do that.
All
Pizza, man.
right, this one's for the fans. Which are you most active on? Facebook or Instagram?
Oh, definitely Facebook. I don't even
Oh,
really. I have an Instagram, but I don't even really fuck with it.
all
I've
right,
been I've been
TikTok.
told
Uh,
that I should, but like
yeah,
I don't know, man. I just don't fuck. Like the whole platform is just weird as shit to me.
it
Some like
is different on
set up,
posting and
you know.
whatnot. But I mean, for artists, I think they're right. Like you should be on everything, even if you're not very active on everything. I think your presence should be on everything,
Right, right.
and
Yeah,
leave it up to the fan. If the fan is on this app, well, they can look you up and type deal or whatever. But I get, and that's why I like to ask this question: just which one are you most active on? And maybe if your fan finds this video they'll be able, to know. So you said Facebook, and most people are. Uh, TikTok or X, aka Twitter.
TikTok.
All right. Um, Pepsi or Coca Cola?
Ah, neither.
Neither. Okay. If it had to be a Fago, which one would it be?
uh, that what's the blue one, man? It's like Arctic Sun or
Cotton
something.
candy or well, there's a few blue ones really. They even have a blue raz. Like there are so many Fagos, so I don't know what you got in your area.
Yeah, like the blue Raz is good, but not that one. It's like Arctic Sun or some shit. Like some
Yeah, I think I know
weird.
what. Yeah.
That shit is good, bro. Like
Okay. Um.
it's
Yeah.
kind of like a spicy Fago though. Like
My my favorite is probably firework right now. It used to be cotton candy, and you can't go wrong with an orange Fago. It's pretty solid. I like the candy apple every once in a while, but I wouldn't want to drink it all the time. And Dreamin's the same way. It's okay every now and again, and it's awesome on vanilla ice cream, but it's not something I drink all the time. All right,
yeah,
back to the either or.
the orange one would be my second favorite. Yeah, I gotta
All
agree.
right. Pie or cake?
Cake.
uh,
Have your cake and eat it too, motherfucker.
Mexican food or Chinese food?
Oh goddamn, Mexican
Surfing or skateboarding?
skateboarding.
Okay, you have to take a 3 mile walk in the rain, or you have to make a 5 mile walk in the desert, provided water and a couple shade spots. Which are you doing?
I don't know, man. Probably gonna go in the desert.
5 miles in the desert? He said, I ain't walking 3 miles in the rain.
No, I'm gonna be scorched. Come out there looking like fucking Freddy Krueger.
All wrinkly and fucked up and pissed off, taped up and shit.
Why would you choose that?
Because it's 2 miles closer, I guess. uh, all right. You're you're given $5,000 in cash, but you have to spend it at one store, and you have to spend it immediately. Where are you going?
Shit, I'm going to GameStop.
GameStop. There's a new one, folks.
GameStop.
GameStop, boy.
Hate on me, motherfucker. All you
you you can get a ton of games and like all the best games. Usually games are $60 brand new, and if they're slightly new, like 30 to $40, man, you can have everything you want. That's a great answer. It has nothing to even do with music. This man's like, I'm gonna max out on video games.
damn right. That's my second like love of shit is some video games. So
Hell yeah. Chet said, I'm going to Walmart and getting them groceries. Will Gates said Walmart. He said I could get everything I needed for a small setup with $5,000 at Walmart, and
hey,
that's probably pretty true too.
you
You get
can,
a little
man.
mic, you get a little recording deal, a little whatever.
You can, and I don't knock that answer either. I was getting ready to ask, what was like the most common.
So the most common answer is a guitar shop or a
Oh
music
yeah,
shop. They specified a specific shop to them, but it was like a music store of a source, and that's the number one answer so far is the music store. But I've heard Walmart twice, and that's the first time GameStop was even an answer. So that's pretty dope too.
hey, but I'm not capping, because I mean, I have what I need to record, but assuming that I didn't have like a setup that I wanted, I would probably
Right.
say something along the lines. But yeah,
Hell yeah. Pawn
or
shops, they be like, hey, uh, hell yeah. Um, all right, man. I have three last questions for you, and we made it through it. Normally I ask people in the chat, so I am gonna ask that before I jump into these. There's seven people hanging out in here now. If you have
hey,
any questions for this man, please feel free to drop them in the comments, and I will ask him shortly after we go through these three fill in the blank questions. So be thinking of some questions. I'll run them. We ain't got to end so soon. We've hit the limit. I always try to go at least an hour, and we're right there in the ballpark. So
you seven
yeah,
sexy motherfuckers.
yeah. Much wiki clown love, y'all. Whoop whoop, Juggalo Weddy. I appreciate it. Um, all right. So fill in the blank. Obviously goes as follow. I'm gonna read it and then blank, and you fill in your answer with where blank is. So my favorite vacation was blank.
Las Vegas.
Hell yeah. Did you waste a lot of money?
I know I mentioned that earlier, but nah, actually,
You said you were
although I
young,
did,
right?
uh, although I did spend a lot of money. Well, I wouldn't say wasted though, because like I bought a lot of cool shit while I was there in Vegas. So
Okay. When I hear Vegas, I think of slots. People go there and then end up
yeah, yeah.
broke, and
It wasn't really. I wasn't old enough to do gambling.
right.
Well, I was 17, so
He said I was souveniring. I was looking at the sights. I was
But I
seeing
did.
boobies.
I will say I did get drunk as fuck at that football
Ah,
game at the Jerry Seinfeld, and after he signed my hat, bro, I walked back from Bally's all the back like so. All right, Bally's is like I want to say like a mile walk from like, and it's around this big courtyard looking thing back towards like the Paris. Like these two massive hotels are connected, so like I was so fucking drunk, bro. When I got on the elevator, I thought there was like these people with me, and I puked all over this dude's shoes and shit, man. It was bad,
oh,
and that,
sorry.
yeah, man, it was horrible. But
Damn it.
I did make it back to my room without like security or cops or anything intervening. So that was a
That's a
blessing.
plus. Yeah.
Because they
Could have
probably
went
would have
way
got they
worse.
would have got my ass for public
Oh yeah, illegal
decency
consumption.
or whatever the fuck. Probably a couple different things, I'm sure.
Right.
Especially back then, when I was 17, it was 2009, 2010.
Oh yeah, illegal detox.
No, no,
Underage
no, it was
drinking.
2013. I'm sorry, when we
Depending
went
on
to.
the time, they probably would have tried to hit you with a curfew just to add to it, like just stupid shit. All right. The bicycle I had most as a kid was blank.
Burn.
What?
Nothing. I just said I'm
Oh,
a burnout,
oh no, you cool.
but I
The
cut you off there.
yeah, the bicycle I had most as a kid was blank.
Them fucking Huffies, man.
Yes, sir. I
I
had
remember
a
the fucking black one. Like it was like a real common one. I don't know if it's just like in my area or whatever, but it was like the black one that had like the fucking. It kind of looked like the graffiti shit on it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was like black and gray. I don't know,
I
but I
had
seen
a
that.
red I had a red Huffy Rocket Power or some shit like that. That was my first 20-inch bike that I actually remember, or whatever. But then it had been a Next and a Mongoose.
Those are the best though, man. A Huffy or a Mongoose. Can't go
Right,
wrong.
right. Do you make beats, Dominic? I don't make music. Is that a question for him?
All for me. Uh, yeah, I do make beats here and there, but not like avidly. You know what I mean? I got a few under the arsenal though. Some bangers. I haven't
Um,
released any music on any beats that I've made personally, though. You know, I like to
right.
tend to stick with producers that I love. You know, somebody that I feel honored to work with.
Yeah, yeah. Um, okay. The last one, and then somebody did put a question in the chat, so we're gonna get to that. But the last fill in the blank is the best part about the beach is blank.
The sand, man, and the when you feel that the waves come across, and
Yeah.
like when you come home and you get them phantom waves. That's
Right, you're
that's like the
still
best
feeling
part.
it.
Yeah, that's the best. Like, yeah, best
Okay,
experience
that's
going to the beach type shit.
no, that's a good answer. I don't usually get that's a new one too. Like I've had people that hate the beach, you know. I'm like, they don't even want to go near the beach. Like, wow,
Growing
okay,
up in
sorry.
West Virginia, man, like it was a cool thing to get to go to the beach. When we were
Right.
kids, and like that's one of my fondest memories. Is like going with my grandma and my cousins and shit on the like some of her business trips, and like we would get because we'd get always get to do cool shit.
Right. So your homie there has a dark question. I like it though. If you want to answer it, answer it. If not, not. He said, if there's one person you could go back in time and kill, and one person that you could go back in time and save from death, who would it? Who would they be?
Shit, go back in time and kill somebody. It would have to be. Damn, that's a dark. I don't know if I.
Yeah.
I know who I would. Well, it would have to be my great grandfather Bob, because I heard that motherfucker was a dirty man and he like molested some people and shit. I'm not gonna
Right, right. You ain't got to
go into any more
disclose
detail
anything.
than that.
Yeah.
If I could save somebody from death, I'd have to say shit.
I would say I'd probably say Bob
Tupac.
Marley.
I
Oh,
was gonna say
Tupac.
Tupac, but a lot of people say he's still alive. So what? You know,
Yeah. I would say I
that's
would
kind of
say
cliche
Bob
though. But Pac was dope, man, and Biggie was dope too. But if I had to pick between the two, I
be
just think
Pac.
that Pac was the man. He was a
Even
bigger
though
star.
Biggie, no, well, like yeah, yeah, I guess I don't know, man. That is a tough one. I definitely probably would say Pac between the two, but I wouldn't bring neither. Like I would pick Bob Marley because I think he could have gave us so much more great fucking music.
Oh yeah,
And
for sure.
who would I have killed? I mean, is it like somebody that already died anyhow? Obviously, you know what I'm saying. Like I would gladly have been the one to kill fucking Adolf Hitler.
Right.
or
That's why I
you
had to
know.
say. I feel like I wanted to answer that with something personal because it seemed like a personal question, you know.
Right, right.
And like I wasn't.
If I could get away with it, I probably would have took out my own father. Yeah, there's things that I probably shouldn't say on here. That's a dark question, bro.
You could answer it a number of different ways too. That's what's fun about it. Like,
Yeah.
what? It's like how far are we delving into this motherfucker?
Imagine you go to say Pac and he really did survive and you just wasted your one on him. Listen, that's
That's
why
yeah,
I know without a doubt Jimi Hendrix and Bob Marley is dead. Ain't nobody said, no, he's still alive.
but that's what I'm saying is about the Pac thing because like he said, if he really was, so like if you wasted that, then yeah, should have said big, should
I
have
don't
said
think
big, man.
I listen, I don't think fucking that one dude is Pac, so I don't agree with it. But everybody is entitled to their own thought and opinion. That Killa MC, whatever the hell, no, that's a different dude. They do look very similar and supposedly have the same chip tooth and all of that shit, but
I haven't even
no.
seen who is it now.
It's like Killa something MC or I don't know. There's a rapper out there and he's an older guy that like really does resemble freaking Tupac, but it's not. Like
Right,
he's
you
even
could
said
just
I'm
tell.
not him. I don't know. People just want that's like people want Michael Jackson to still be alive.
Right, they even say that that guy that does like the trap Michael Jackson shit. And they even try to
Yeah.
say that that really is still him, and I'm just like, what the fuck? No, it's not. Like,
So crazy.
motherfucker's dead, man.
The brother
Like,
from Jurassic 5, and no, it's not
gone.
Pac. He was rapping at the same time as Pac. Yeah, it's I don't remember his name completely right now. Like it's faintly at the tip of my tongue, but yeah, that's so crazy to me. But at any rate, man, I want to thank you for your time. We had a little bit of technical difficulties there, a little bit, but we got through it. I always try, I want to eventually invite all my artists back to the stream when I get better equipment. I operate with a cell phone and a tripod and a ring light, like basic equipment. I ain't got no fancy equipment to do these interviews. I just kind of
Hey,
wing it on that scrub a low budget.
you see what I'm on my laptop, bro? I mean, it is what it is.
Right.
But I do appreciate you being on here, and I apologize for the crash earlier. I don't know what that was
No,
about.
no, you're cool. I want to give you the moment. If you want to shout out anybody or anything like that, this is your chance to do that. And we're gonna get your links after this ends, and get them in the description for anybody that wants to check him out across all of his platforms and social medias and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, if you have any just last minute shout outs or something that we didn't touch down on that you just wanted to bring up real briefly or whatever, you can go ahead and do that.
Hell yeah, man. I'd like to give a shout out again to the homies over at Greytown Records and Got Bud Records. Shout out all the homies at Chapter 17. Shout out all the homies at the 2-6.
Hell
Let's see.
yeah. Whoa, whoa.
Shout out to all the haters watching this bitch.
Hell
Joking. And
yeah, man.
shout out to my girl, man, for her holding me down because she's the only reason why I can continue doing what I love to do.
Okay, yeah. They definitely deserve a shout
And if
out for stabilizing us.
you're watching this, Amy, I love you.
Hell yeah. Whoop, whoop. You know what it is, y'all. Tell somebody you love them. life is too damn short, and there's somebody out there that needs to hear that. And who knows, it might be you that they hear it from. So be sure to spread that love to the next homie that may be a little down or whatever. We love you, and we're out of here. So much love. Whoop whoop.
Show, homie, show love.